Welcome back guys. This video is about Gomori's cut method. So ఏంటంటే మనకి దిస్ ఇస్ అ సపోర్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటీజర్ ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్. సో ఇంటీజర్ ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ లో మనం ఏం చేస్తామంటే ప్రీవియస్ వీడియోలో చెప్పాను కదా బ్రాంచ్ అండ్ బౌండ్ లో లైక్ ఇంటీజర్ ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ అంటే మనకు వచ్చి సొల్యూషన్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో అవి పాజిటివ్ అండ్ నాన్ నెగటివ్ అండ్ ఇంటీజర్ వాల్యూస్ అవ్వాలి. దట్ షుడ్ నాట్ బి డెసిమల్ ఆర్ ఇన్ ఫ్రాక్షనల్ ఫార్మ్ అండ్ అట్ ద సేమ్ టైమ్ దే షుడ్ బి ఆప్టిమల్ టూ. సో ఇది చేయడానికి మనకి టూ మెథడ్స్ ఉంటాయి, గోమోరీస్ కట్ మెథడ్ అండ్ బ్రాంచ్ బౌండ్ మెథడ్. బ్రాంచ్ బౌండ్ మెథడ్ మనం ఆల్రెడీ కవర్ చేసాము. మీకు కావాలితే ఐ డిస్క్రిప్షన్ లో ఇప్పిస్తాను, అది చూడకపోతే చూసేయండి. నెక్స్ట్ ఇస్ నౌ వీఆర్ డూయింగ్ గోమోరీస్ కట్ మెథడ్ అండ్ దిస్ ఈస్ ఓన్లీ యూస్డ్ ఫర్ మ్యాక్సిమైజేషన్. సో ఈ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ కన్సిడర్ చేద్దాం. మ్యాక్సిమైజ్ z is equal to 2x plus 3y subjected to the constraints 2x plus 2y less than equal to 7, x less than equal to 2, y less than equal to 2 and x comma y are all greater than equal to 0 and are integers. Fine. So మనం ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్ వచ్చేసి we are doing it simplex method. ఓకే, సింప్లెక్స్ మెథడ్ అప్లై చేస్తాం. సింప్లెక్స్ మెథడ్ లో మనం ఏం చూసాం, ఫస్ట్ వి విల్ యాడ్ సర్ప్లస్ ఆర్ స్లాక్ వేరియబుల్స్ టు ది కన్స్టెంట్స్. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ మనం సర్ప్లస్ స్లాక్ వేరియబుల్స్ అనేవి ప్లస్ చేస్తాం ఇక్కడ ఈ టూ కన్స్టెంట్స్ లో, ఈ త్రీ కన్స్టెంట్స్ లో. దెన్ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ ఫంక్షన్ లో 0s1 ప్లస్ 0s2 ప్లస్ 0s3 అని యాడ్ చేస్తాం, వేర్ x1 అండ్ x2 ఆర్ గ్రేటర్ దెన్ ఈక్వల్ టు 0 అండ్ ఆర్ ఇంటీజర్స్. నౌ ఈ ఈక్వేషన్స్ మీద మనం సింప్లెక్స్ అప్లై చేయబోతున్నాం. See, so this is our first iteration. So in first iteration మనం అదే మీకు సింప్లెక్స్ ఆల్రెడీ వీడియో కవర్ చేసాం కదా, సో మనం రాసుకున్నాము అండ్ our ratio comes out to be 7/2, 0, 2 and the delta j values, delta j is nothing but cj minus zj. Cj minus zj values are 2, 3, 0, 0, 0, 0. So while maximizing a equation, we will what we'll do is simplex is delta j row లో విచ్ ఇస్ ద మాక్సిమం అని చెక్ చేస్తాం. సో 3 ఇస్ ద మాక్సిమం అండ్ ఈ రోని హైలైట్ చేసాం. అండ్ ఈ రోని హైలైట్ చేసిన తర్వాత వి విల్ ఈ రేషియో అనే కాలంలో వి విల్ ప్లేస్ సొల్యూషన్ బై ద పివట్ కాలం ఎలిమెంట్. సో 7/2, 2/2, 2/0 is 0, 2/1 is 2 and here the least one is 2. So we will highlight this particular row. This is the pivot row and at the intersection 1 is the pivot element. Fine. Now we will go with the next iteration. I didn't complete this second iteration because I just wanted to show you how we are writing the row which are other than the pivot row. Okay, so how we are writing this pivot row is nothing but we have to make this pivot element 1, so we will divide the whole row with this element. Okay, so it's already 1, so it doesn't matter. So I wrote here 0, 1, 0, 0, 1 and solution is also divided by 1, which is 2. Fine. So now let's write this one and you have one more formula, another formula also for the other row, new row, which is old value minus column value into previous pivot row element. Let me show you. See, 2 the old value minus 2 minus key column value. Key column value is here 2. So 2 into previous pivot row value. So previous pivot row value is 0. Okay, so 0, which is nothing but 2 minus 0 is 2. Okay, then 2 minus this value, old value minus key column value. So this is 2 minus 2 into corresponding previous row pivot 1. So 2 minus 2 is 0. Here you write 0. Then 1. So 1 minus key pivot key column value, okay, is 2 into the corresponding this 0, which is minus 1. So similarly let me complete the whole table. So now I completed this second iteration. Now we will look for the maximum value in this delta j row. So here the maximum value is 2. Let's highlight this column. Okay, Now, and the least element in this column is, okay, now we will divide this solution with this corresponding these values. So 3 by 2, 2 by 1, 2, and 1 by 0 is infinite, and the lowest value over here is 3 by 2. Okay, so we'll highlight this row. So here this is the pivot element. Now we will go for the next iteration. So next iteration, I completed this video, this table previously. Okay, then so here what we see is Cj minus Zj values are less than equal to 0. So according to the simplex method, this is optimized. Okay, simplex method, it is optimized because Cj minus Zj is less than equal to 0. So according to the simplex, x is equal to 3 by 2, y is equal to 2, and z is equal to 9. But we are dealing with integer programming problem. In integer programming problem, we can't take fractional values. We need a whole number. So now we will go for Gomori's cut method. So listen to it carefully. So fractional, what we will do is we will separate the fractional parts of this x and y. So x is 3 by 2. The fractional part of x is 1 plus, after splitting, 1 plus 1 by 2. And we can write y is equal to 2 as 2 plus 0. These are the fractional parts. And now we will find the maximum of the fractional parts. So maximum of 1 by 2 and 0 is 1 by 2. So now what we will do is refer to the last iteration tables x row and write the equation. See, so what we found is this f of x 1 by 2 is greater than 0. So we will go with x. So look for the row x in the last iteration table and we will write equation from here. How do we write the equation? Means 1 into x plus 0 into y plus 1 by 2 into s1 plus 0 into s2 minus 1 into s3 is equal to 3 by 2. So this is what I wrote here. Okay, now the next step, we will split the fractional part in that equation. So we will write real part and whole number part and fractional part separate in this equation. Okay, here 3 by 2 can be written as 1 plus 1 by 2. Now what we will do is we will separate separately write this fractional part equation. So 0x plus 1 by 2 s1 minus 0 s3 equal to 1 by 2. Fine. So we will we don't consider these 0 values. So 1 by 2 s1 is equal to 1 by 2. So by default we will consider that 1 by 2 s1 is greater than equal to 1 by 2. Now we need to convert it into less than or equal to. So to reverse this sign, we multiply minus 1 on both sides. Then this sign is reversed. So after reversing, now we need to make it equal to. So to make it equal to, we will add a Gomori's slack variable, which is nothing but g1. So minus 1 by 2 s1 plus g1 is equal to minus 1 by 2. This is Gomori's cut equation, and this g1 here is Gomori's slack variable. Now we will add this equation into the simplex table. I know this is a so I know it is getting very lengthy, but it is what it is. We have to do it. What we did is we added this Gomori slack variable into the simplex table. So how do we add? This is the old iteration table, and we added here g1. Okay, a new row g1, and here also a new column g1 and a new row g1. Okay, so we write this equation here. So how do we write? In this equation, x coefficient is 0, y's coefficient is 0, s2's coefficient is 0. So 0, 0, 0, 0. And s1's coefficient is minus 1 by 2, and g1's coefficient is 1. And the solution is minus 1 by 2. So we added this new column and new row. Now we will go, now see, here we need to select the minimum here, right, in this solution. So but here we find minus solution in negative form. So when you find solution in negative form, you will go for dual simplex method. So don't be scared. Dual simplex is very easy. right? Just a simple step, that's adding ratio theta. In this dual simplex we don't add ratio here, we will add ratio here, theta. But what's theta? Theta is cj minus zj divided by the pivot row elements. So here the pivot row is this, okay, cj minus zj divided by these values. So 0 by 0 is undefined, so dash. 0 by 0 is undefined, so dash. Minus 1 divided by minus 1 by 2, this is 2. 0 by 0 is undefined, minus 1 by 0 is undefined, 0 by 1 is also undefined. Fine. So now you see this is the only positive value here, so you will select this particular column, and again you will go for dual simplex iteration. Okay, so this was the first iteration in dual simplex method, and in the second iteration this is what we get. So for the recording purpose I already wrote this table. This is quite easy. Then yeah, this is the second iteration. Here you will find that all the cj minus zj values are negative or 0. Okay, then we can say that it's maximized. And in solution also you will find all the positive values, so you don't need to go for dual simplex again. Fine. So see, here you will find x as 1, y as 2, and zj as 8. So you can write x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, and z is equal to 8. So z max is equal to 8, x is equal to 1, and y is equal to 2. So you can see over here x and y are completely integers or whole numbers, so it satisfies the integer programming problem conditions. Okay, so we can say this is the optimal solution. Whereas when you go for just a simplex method, so then you will find the answer as x is 3 by 2, y is 2, and z is equal to 9. But this does not satisfy the integer programming problem conditions, as x is not a whole number. So this was all about Gomori's cut method. Let me revise it for you quickly. Okay, so this is the objective function 2x plus 3y. Then these are the constraints we are given, and we are told that x and y are greater than equal to 0, and they are integers. Now we will go for a simplex method. Okay, step 1 is simplex method, and after 2 iterations and third iteration, after the third iteration you are getting the solution, but wait, okay, yeah, you are getting the solution, but the solution is in fractional form. But we are dealing here with integer programming problem, so the answer cannot be in fraction. So now you go for Gomori's cut method. Gomori's cut method, what are you doing is you are splitting those solutions into whole number part plus fractional part. So after splitting you will check that which variables fractional part is the maximum or highest. So among this 1 by 2 and 0, 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. One more thing here, if you are getting x as, suppose you are getting x as 1 by 2. So now what you will do here is, here the fractional part is 1 by 2, okay, but what's the whole number part? Whole number part is 0, so you can write fx as 0 plus 1 by 2. Okay, I hope that's clear. Fine. So next what we will do is we will refer to the last iteration x row and write this equation. So how did we write this equation? Means we will refer to x because its fractional part is maximum, and you will write an equation 1x plus 0y plus 1 by 2 s1 plus 0 s2 minus s3 is equal to 3 by 2. Okay, this is what I wrote here. Now you will split the fractional part and integer part of that equation. So fractional part and whole number part. So whole number part and the fractional part you have separated. Fine. And you write on, and now you will write only the fractional parts equation here. And you will see 1 by 2 s1 is equal to 1 by 2. By default it will be said as this is greater than equal to, but we need to convert it into less than equal to, so we multiply minus 1 here, and we will add a Gomori's slack variable over here. You will get a Gomori's cut equation. Now you will add this Gomori's cut equation into the simplex table. Okay, G1 column and G1 row. Now you will go for dual simplex. What are you doing in dual simplex? Dual simplex is very easy. It's nothing but adding a theta row. And what's theta? Theta is Cj minus Zj divided by G1. Cj minus Zj divided by G1. So 0 by 0 dash 0 by 0 undefined, minus 1 by 2 h2, 0 by 0 is undefined, minus 1 by 0 is undefined, 0 by 1 is undefined. Right, now we will go for the second iteration of dual simplex method. Now in the second iteration of dual simplex method, you will see that all the Cj minus Zj values are either 0 or negative, so we need not go for finding theta over here. Okay, so you will look for what is the value of x and what is the value of y and what is the value of Zj. Okay, so now you will find that here they are whole numbers. So right, your problem is solved. I hope you understood this problem. If you have any doubts, please do comment them in the comment section, and also please do subscribe to Works After College. Thank you.